Hi, we're looking at the second part of synthetic division. If you're using this, you still need to know how to do long division properly if you want to go on to merit and excellence, but this is a really quick way. Okay, the conditions. The descending powers of x, including missing terms. So we're going to show that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed minus 11x squared plus 14x. Now note, we haven't got an x squared term there, have we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put positive 2 there because that's the root. Remember, we don't put the negative 2, positive 2. We've got 1x cubed term. We've got no x squared. We've got negative 11 for the x, and the constant is 14. So let's go ahead and do some synthetic division. Start with a 0, add going up. 2 1s are 2, add going up. 2 2s are 4, add going up. 2 7s are 14, negative 14, add going up. We've got a 0, that's what we want. So the other factor, you've shown it's a factor, remainder is a 0. So therefore, you've got x minus 2, and the other factor would be x squared plus 2x minus 7. That one won't factorize very nicely, but we'll learn about that later on. Let's take another condition. This one here, condition 2. For the factors where the x coefficient does not equal 1, for example, here we've got 6x squared, not 1x squared. Remember to divide the result by the coefficient, the result being the top line there. So we're going to show that 2x plus 3 is a factor of that. So we want the solution to 2x plus 3, which is negative 3 over 2. And we write the coefficients. We've just got a 6x squared, a 1x, and a minus 12. So we find negative 2/3 times 6. No, we put a 0 down there first, don't we? Negative 2/3 times 6, that's negative 9. Add going up, that's negative 8. That's negative positive 12. Add going up 0. So we've got 6 minus 8, which is 6x minus 8. But we have to remember to divide the result by the coefficient of the x here, which is 2. So I've got to divide all that by 2. So that would give me 3x minus 4 for one coefficient, one factor rather, and the other one was 2x plus 3. So there's our answer. There are the two factors. Those two multiplied together will give you that answer there. So remember, if you're doing with a fraction here, divide the remainder, the top, by the bottom part of the fraction. This here shows how easy synthetic division is for a problem where you have to find the value of a. So here I've got 1a minus 1a, 1 and 6 for the coefficients. And we've got negative 3, so put positive 3 there, 0. 3 1s are 3. Now I stop there, and I now go in reverse. I know that it's 0 because we're told it is a factor, so the remainder is 0. That would have to be negative 6. Do division, negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. And do your subtraction there, that should have been negative 3. Because adding going up, negative 3 plus 1 makes negative 2. Do division, and negative 1. So then we take this column here, and that will form our formula, which we need to work out what a is. So we write that a plus 3 equals negative 1. So a must equal negative 4. And it's that simple. So a equals negative 4. And for this example, we're going to find a and b. So it should be reasonably straightforward. So let's try and do this here. We've got 2a, I've put them down there. We're doing the first one here, x plus 1, so I put negative 1, put a 0 there, 2, negative 2, stop, go to there, we want 0. That must have been positive 12 because it has to add to 0. So we divide by negative 1, which is e negative 12. Let's add this together. That would be a minus 2. Okay, and we know that this would have to be, oh, we don't need to know that at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll go over here and we'll put the -4 in this one, and we'll take the top there, which is 2, a minus 2 is one term, and -12. And again, we know that, let's start here, 0, 2, -8. Stop there. We can know that's 0. 12 divides, so that's -3. So now we're going to take the middle column again for our equation to work out what A is. And I will have to do a little bit over here to work out what B is. Do that in a moment. So let's work out what A is here. We've got -8 plus A minus 2 equals -3. So that's -10, A equals 7. So we know what A is. Oh, all I had to do to get this bottom term was multiply -1 by that. That's going to be -A plus 2. So again, I want this column here for my other one to work out what B is. So I've got -A plus 2 minus B equals -12. So -B, and we know that A is 7. So -7 plus 2 minus B equals -12. That's -5, -7, B equals -7. So B equals 7. So in this case, both A and B are 7. Makes it easier. Look out for the next video on this.